Hello, everyone. Welcome to Secrets of Saltmarsh. This is our Ghosts of Saltmarsh Patreon Greyhawk campaign, starring all these lovely people on the screen. Thank you so much to all of our Patreons. Because of them, everything that we do here is possible. The 1-shots, 2-shots, 3-shots, marathons, everything under the sun. If you are interested in more information about what benefits you can get for being a Patreon, you can use !Patreon in the chat. We also have a YouTube. You can find all the previous episodes of Secrets of Saltmarsh and our other campaigns over at youtube.com/StellUnaTV. If you'd like to interact with this game, there's a couple of ways you can do so. You can redeem channel points for free by chatting, hanging out, lurking, to grant a blessing or a reroll die to any player of your choice. Or if you'd like to add an element of fate to the narrative, every $10 guarantees a draw from the deck of many things. That's somewhere. We'll see if I can find that while people are talking. But let's jump right into it. Tell me who you are, where we can find you, and who you're playing today. I'll start off by saying, hi, Igneal. Hope you're having a great vacation. We miss you. Igneal had jumped into the chat while we were warming up for stream to say hi, so we know that he's doing well. But he will be joining us next time. And then we're going to pass it on over to GodfatherWraith.
Hey, I'm GodfatherWraith, V_ESG, or you can just call me Godfather, Wraith, Tim, or pretty much anything you like except late for dinner. So I'm playing Garen. He's your average, nondescript, ordinary rogue who's really good at making things dead.
Hell yeah. Let's go. We'll pop on over to Indicarus.
Hi there, I'm John, also known as Icarus on the internet, and you can find me on most social media using that tag. I'm playing Paul of Ammonfort, who is a former street waif. Now he is a warlock of the peaceful hero god Heward, and he goes around making friends with all sorts of critters, and sometimes carrying them around on his person.
Excellent. Please also be sure to check out John's itch at indicarus.itch.io if you'd like to see a game that I GM'd and both Zombie and John were a part of. You can head over to our YouTube for that game of bingo. It's Weird West themed. You should check it out. It was pretty fun. We'll hop on over to Zombie Fighter 89.
Hello, I'm Jacob, I'm Zombie, I am Z. If you're going to call me, I'm the Lore Keeper and Captain Z of the Good Ship Clip. Probably do too many clips, that's up to your own discretion. Today, I play Finn Coulson, Ranger Researcher, whose big whole thing to do is to look and figure out what's been going on with all the zombies in his life from a little past instance that was brought up sessions ago. And now he finds himself here trying to figure out what's going on with this Mr. Dory character. So we're going to figure out what's going on with that, hopefully in this episode. If you would be so inclined, I do have a blue sky at Zombie Fighter 89. If you go there, there's a pin notification, or a pinned post. In that pinned post is all the work that I've done. I am a freelance editor by trade. So if you see any of the stuff there and you go, oh, cool, including a bunch of stuff from Looking for Mom RPG. I did their cool little 6-episode series where I think most everything I've done has been put into that document. I got to recheck to see if they've uploaded anything in the past few days. But everything else more or less is in there. And if you know of anyone who wants to do any video editing, then just come on and give me a shout out. I am available, both DMs, and I got an email on there, all that as well. Also, one extra thing I want to shout out, I'm going to throw it in chat, is this awesome shirt I'm wearing. It says Ranger on it. We have a friend of the channel, Dungeon Dame. Dungeon Dame's amazing. Go follow Dungeon Dame. They are great. I was talking to them about a week or so ago, and they're actually going to get back on track with making more of these shirts. So there's still a couple of cool D&D inspired ones for characters in there, or classes rather. There's going to be more up there soon, and I'm definitely going to get one for the fighters since I do fighters a lot as well. So yeah, that's all.
Thank you so much. Speaking of last time, I'll bring everyone over to the map. You're gonna find that it's a bit difficult to ask Mr. Dory questions because he's very dead right now.
Yeah, we kind of made him dead.
I forgot.
And if I remember right, he was pretty much already dead before we made him dead. We just
Yeah.
and finished it.
Yes. Just to kind of refresh the memory here, because it has been a while. You found yourselves at the apex of Mr. Dory's warehouse. It was there that you were able to cross over into this suspended ship that is hanging halfway off of a large crane built into the side of the warehouse. And upon making your way into the building, you found that this murky liquid was just gushing out of these pools of whirling water inside of this humid, dank, molding, rotting place. It was within there that you fought a number of scum, as well as what appeared to be some flesh constructs, an assassin of some kind, and with one fell swoop, you had brought down Mr. Dory as well. Just to bring up his picture here, real quick, just so you can see him in all of his beautiful, handsome glory.
Ah, yes, that guy.
Yeah. But I wouldn't use either of those descriptors for him.
You never know.
Just a
To each
fresh
their own.
a fresh lick of paint and he'd be fine, you know?
Yeah, he's got that short haircut. Some people like that, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, the worms might be an issue, but you know, you clean that up.
You can tell just by looking at it that he's probably kind of stinky, huh?
Mhm.
Just a little bit.
With Mr. Dory impaled, he is crumpled now in the corner of this ship. You had investigated the back room as well, and it was there that you found a number of interesting items. One of which was a book. And if I recall correctly, Finn was the one who was able to read it.
Mm-hmm. I speak the
Right.
language.
It was Abyssal.
Bissell, yep, that was what it was. Yep.
Yeah, you were able to determine that there was a piece of parchment tucked within the front of the book that reads, "This book contains all of the invocations and prayers you'll need to learn the truth, Mr. Dory. The dark gods faithful are wary of new converts, but to learn the words and they should accept you soon enough. Seek their pulpit in the evening shadow of Frother's lamp. Praise Theradune." So Finn, to recap, you, in your many hours of study, were able to remember the name Theradune. This is a god of darkness, entropy, decay. An ancient being that wishes to essentially destroy everything. And you shared this information with the group.
Yeah. I basically, I believe I recapped this now that's starting to come back to me. I remember recapping this a little bit, I think, last time. Basically, I, throughout my history, I was looking at different, like, creatures and big bads and all that other stuff, and, like, okay, this person, this evil entity was, you know, this was a bad entity. What other ones are there? What other lore is there about other ones? And this one came across because of the name, and then when you look inside and they kind of give drawings of what this creature looks like, they obviously are like, they kind of stick in your head. So I basically will say to the entire crew, this is something that this is going to be tough. If we go to deal with something like this, it's going to take all of our manpower. And looks over at Pull. Don't know if you can just make this thing disappear.
Well, I can try.
Oh, well, yes, of course, but I have a feeling this thing would show right back up pretty soon, depending. But yeah, so it's not going to be, we're going to have to try and be as full strength as possible for this, if this is what we're dealing with, or anything close to it.
Ozra will offer to the group gesturing over to Mr. Dory, that he has a spell that will allow us to speak with the dead if we want to.
Do we want to try and get any info out of him, or do you think it'd be...
Yeah, I mean, I can also speak to the dead. It's not that hard.
You guys think it would be?
Is it worth it?
Why not?
I mean... all right.
Azra will just gesture
You
over
might-
to you, Pole, letting you handle the situation.
All right. Well, let's get into then. How's is that? Is his jaw still on?
Yes.
Kind of needs all those parts. He's gonna talk to us. All right, prop him up there.
Oops. My mom's calling me, and I almost accidentally
And-
answered. Sorry, my bad. Okay, continue. So, you'll see that Azra kind of
Well-
helps heave him up so that he's leaning up against the side of the wall here. What does it look like when you cast Speak with Dead?
I literally go up and whisper in its ear, assuming it has one.
Yeah.
All right, buddy. It's time to spill your guts. Not literally. Want to hear what you have to say. What questions you fellas want to ask him?
I guess the only
Paul
real
basically
big
treats it like we're now friends because you're dead.
the only questions I think only question I really have is if he's holding up the book, like, has he summoned this or brought this into this world or tried anything to do anything with this book? Would be like my question. Generally, have you messed with this book? Basically.
Okay, so hold on. Speak with Dead, you can only ask 5 questions, okay? And then
Well, I meant like the general. Have you messed with this book? Question. Just
okay,
one.
you have to. What do you say?
Have you summoned anything out of this
Well,
book?
yeah.
No.
I think we want to get our 5 questions first, and then let's ask.
Okay, all right, we back up a little bit. All right.
Let's not ask him just yet.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's talk about what we want to ask him, so we don't go, oh no, this one has a follow-up question.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's my question. That's the only one I'm really caring about.
Okay.
Azra says that he has a question. He wants to ask, where is the creature you are feeding? And asks if you think that's a good question.
Garen was going to ask that as well.
That is a good one.
Okay.
I think a pertinent question would be, why does the creature come from this plane of existence?
Okay.
Then I'll know whether banishment is a tool.
Right? I was going to say, a great way to get information on your signature spell's effectiveness.
Okay, so you have 3 more questions that you can ask.
No, we went the one about the book too. What was your wording?
Did you summon anything out of this book?
Okay. What is the creature? Another suggestion from Azra.
How about where do you keep your treasure?
Where do you keep
Yeah.
your treasure? Okay. Are y'all
There we
happy
go.
with those
That's
5
fine.
questions?
Those are good. Yeah.
Okay. So you start off with, where is the creature you are feeding? Mr. Dory, you see his lifeless eyes flutter open, and they're glowing this purple aura. It almost looks like bits of pieces of stardust are blinking from his long eyelashes. And as he speaks, his mouth opens, and you hear a distorted voice, almost as if it's being compelled out of him, and it looks like that there is a void of stars, like a night sky, inside of his mouth. And he says, The creature is in the temple by Frother's lamp. And then you ask the second question.
In the temple. So just for clarity, there's no temples in this town.
There are not.
Hmm.
But you do remember
So I
Frother's
think we're
lamp.
gonna have to.
Okay.
Frother's lamp was the name of the lighthouse.
Okay.
So somewhere near the lighthouse.
There's a temple out
All right.
there. Okay, I was gonna say maybe we drop one of the other questions and ask where the temple is, but it sounds like he did say that's good enough. All right,
Okay.
let's continue on then.
Does the creature come from this plane of existence? Yes, it was born here.
Hmm.
Okay. Did you summon anything
What
out
would
of
you
this
know?
book? No. And then you see that like he foams and burbles at the mouth a little bit. What is the creature? I've never seen anything like it before. A creature. Just a baby. Soon to grow. A monster of the ocean. The final question. Where do you keep your treasure? In my office. And he kind of rolls his head over in the direction of the room that you already looted. And then you see
Yeah, I thought so.
black bile begins to come up from his guts, from his mouth, dripping down like ink, and then he slumps, the spell fading, and his spirit released.
What?
Oh.
Well, we got something anyway. The best thing was knowing where it is, that temple. Over the lighthouse.
Yeah.
Let's go there.
That's a good idea. Also, it's
Are we gonna
really
do
good.
this tonight? Or are we gonna rest first?
I'd say
I
we
would-
rest first.
Looking at my 9 HP. Yeah, let's rest.
All right.
But Finn will like hit the book, knock on the book, and be like, "I'm really glad that he didn't actually summon anything or do anything with this book. So it's nothing this bad."
Yeah, you
And then
see, as you're like knocking on the book, you look at the page that was tucked into it again, and you see that it says, "Seek their pulpit in the evening shadow of Frother's lamp." Go ahead and roll me an investigation check, Finn.
Oh boy.
That'd be the east side of the
8.
Okay, with an 8, I'll say that it seems like it's trying to tell you when to show up.
Oh, yes.
Might be time and place.
All right. Well, when would that next be then?
It is the
What
deep
time
of
is it now?
night right now. So you've got a good 8 hours, more than 8 hours before. We'll say that it's going to be about probably like 12 hours.
Minimum.
Yeah.
All right. Shall we get back to the ship and take a nap?
Yes. I would like to
Grab all our loot.
Yeah. By the way, where do I have to meet that lady for the pearls that we pilfered?
At the lighthouse.
At the lighthouse. Awesome.
2 birds in 1 stone. Look at that.
Indeed. So, yeah.
Okay. The group of you begin to set out. You make your way back towards the sea lily. And how convenient for you,
But it's right near the lighthouse.
It is right by the lighthouse.
Imagine that.
As you're making your way from the warehouse, you're passing by this like murky, heavily scented district. There is a smell of trash on the air, a miasma of corruption and foul odors. You can tell that the water is tainted and unsafe. And as you're making your way westward in the direction of the sea lily, the rain is still beating down on all of you. When you get to the ship, you are all drenched.
Yeah, actually, you know what? As we're going by, since the lighthouse is so close to the Sea Lily, Garen is going to try to scout. Send everybody else back to the Sea Lily and scout.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me either investigation or perception. You'll get different information.
Oh, perception is the better one for him, so
31. Jesus. Okay. So you want to scout out the area around the lighthouse?
yes.
As you're looking around the lighthouse, you can see that this was once a proud beacon and it is decommissioned in great disrepair now. It's a sad landmark that has broken down over time, and it's clear that there has been no caretaker for a very, very many years. You can see that it's slowly sinking, it's tilting to one side into the soggy seabed, and there are a number of houses and shanties that are built up along its sides as makeshift homes. You can see people shuffling about inside of these homes and around, trying to stay warm, stay dry as best as they can. With the 31, I'll say that as you are kind of looking around, you can see that perhaps with the angle of the sun, that the lighthouse would probably point in a certain direction. It is tall enough to act as a sort of sundial, but right now, it doesn't tell you anything.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking that the shadow wasn't just time, but where to go.
Mm-hmm. You feel pretty
All right.
confident about that.
All right. Is that all I get, or?
Let's see. Let's see here. You see that there are... Jesus. There's a group of about 10 people slowly approaching you. They appear to be dock workers, maybe? It's hard to tell. It's very dark. The rain is coming down in sheets.
Garen is gonna head back to the Sea Lily, but in a oblong manner, not directly.
Mm-hmm.
And he's gonna use his, as soon as he gets around a corner, he's going to use his last charge invisibility today.
Okay.
Which that would be the one from the hags.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me stealth at advantage.
Right. $24.
Okay. You round the corner and enable your stealth, sinking into nothing. And as you do, you can see that the individuals that were tailing after you look around, confused. They seem to have lost your trail. You are able to confidently head back to the Sea Lily, knowing that you are not being followed.
All right. He keeps the invisibility all the way until he is back on decks.
Okay.
Then
We'll say that it takes you about 30 minutes to do this scouting and come back. Where would Garen find each of you? What would you do as soon as you get back to the ship?
Going to basically grab the incense and starts trying to get Penny Sprinkle back.
Okay.
So he burns some incense that smells a lot like pumpkin pie spice, and starts playing some quickly plucked arpeggios on the lute that sound a lot like one of those like wind up ballerina music boxes, and that's how he summons Penny Sprinkle again.
Okay. Can I get a performance check?
It takes an hour, so there's a lot of it.
Let me get a performance check
Yeah.
at advantage from you.
Right.
Okay. 21. Good. Your playing of this instrument is astronomical. Anyone who's eavesdropping in on it or awake and able to catch it hear the lilting tunes of this little jaunt. And it's pretty. It perhaps helps some people fall asleep. Can I get a Arcana check from you? $11. Okay. After about
He
an
doesn't really
hour,
know how this stuff works.
after about an hour, you see a whirl of mist and pixie dust kick up, and all of a sudden, Penny Sprinkle appears, but she isn't exactly the same as you remember her. Her hair is a little bit longer now, and it is this sort of dark purple, almost black color. She sort of blinks around, listening to the song. You can see that she seems very disoriented, trying to get a sense of her surroundings. And she looks at you, and she crosses her arms over her chest.
Hi, Penny. Like what you've done to your hair. What's happening?
What do you mean?
Feeling all right?
She begins to feel it, and she pulls on her hair and looks at it. Seems just as surprised as you. What? What happened?
No. Well, you got whacked in the fight over there, and then you went back to wherever it is you go, and then I just finally got back to the ship, and played the little song and burned the little spice. And then here you've got this. It looks different. I like it.
Something wasn't right, Paul. The place that I went to?
You don't feel well?
I feel fine. And you see her turn over her hands and she's inspecting herself. I feel all right, but the other side, it was different. I think there's something about this place. It's dangerous crossing over.
Oh no. Well, that's it then. No more getting in there and fighting all the time like you do. You gotta keep yourself safe. Stay a distance.
You see that she sort of like knocks on her head, trying to think, trying to recollect what she saw on the other side. There were shadows and bubbles. I haven't seen anything like it before. There's something very, very wrong
Shadows
with this
and bubbles.
place.
Well, we know there's a big monster somewhere in a temple.
No.
We're gonna go there tomorrow.
Oh,
Probably gonna be a big fight.
that sounds dangerous. Are you sure you want to go?
Well, tell you the truth, not really, but that's what we gotta do, isn't it?
If it's strong
This
enough
town's
to
been under the
affect
influence of this
magic.
monster.
It affected my return. I could barely smell the pumpkin spice, Paul. I only was able to find you because of your song.
Oof. Well, that's scary.
I almost got lost.
Maybe, well, I hope you could just stay up then. But if you can't, maybe I won't try and summon you back while you're here. We'll wait till we're somewhere safer.
She'll flutter on
If this
over
is bad
towards
for
you.
you.
Yeah. Thanks for bringing me back.
Welcome. Your hair does look really nice though. Look, I'll take her over to the glass so she can take a look at herself.
She kind of like turns and twists and spins around in the air looking at it. It's too dark.
Don't love it. Yeah, you know, you always did like the light. But I mean, it's a change for you. Hopefully it'll fix you back next time.
You see some of it gets in her face and she just...
Do you have a good haircut?
No?
Can you get a haircut?
Do you want to cut my hair? I want to cut your hair. You see Tully just pop
Tully.
up, and he's got a pair of scissors in each hand. Give you the goblin special.
I mean, I don't think she wants that kind of look. But you know what? I don't know if I'm the person to do it either. Someone who's really good with the hands, maybe Garen could cut you. Ask him.
Can you ask him for me? I'll come
Yeah,
with
sure.
you.
No problem. I think he went out scouting, so we'll wait until he gets back
All
and
right.
see if he has an inkling of how to style a wee pixie's hair.
Can't remember if Tully has hair or not.
I think he
I
does.
think he does.
Might.
Is his
Well,
art still on the bottom of the thing?
No,
Oh,
it's no, because I had to switch everything over to my other computer.
No.
So what you see here is Tully has stood in front of the mirror, and now he's cutting his own hair. If he had any, it's gone now. It's sticking up in all sorts of directions. It looks like a lawnmower just chewed up his head. He just looks pretty proud of himself in the mirror.
Yeah, I mean, he's always pretty proud of himself, though. Well,
Yeah.
thanks for the offer, indeed, Tilly. But yeah, maybe you need a bit more practice.
That's a great idea. And he starts running with the scissors, and he disappears down the hallway. Finn, how do you spend basically the next hour?
Well, he's gonna try and lay down and get as much of rest as possible. He's gonna do his typical checking on Bims, making sure Bims is okay, see how Bims is doing. So just the typical. So he's only got like an hour, so it's like he is more concerned about, okay, let me sit down, catch my breath. Okay, what the hell's Bims doing? How the hell is Bims?
Yeah, you see that there's a small table, like a desk in your room, and Bims has done the thing that cats do when they're really comfortable. He's laying on his back and his legs are like spread and sort of like the feet are kicking up in the air. And you see that his belly is just like rising and falling as he's sleeping on the desk here. His belly kind of sticks out in a way that you can tell that he had a really filling meal very recently. Probably gorged himself a little bit. But he seems really happy.
That's good. Then I'll just admire him because again, the instinct is pet the cute belly, but then sometimes petting a belly equals claw. So no, but um,
It's
um,
worth the risk. It's worth it.
I know.
Here,
Um,
if you want, you can roll a sleight of hand.
you know what? For Bimsy boy, we're gonna do it. Where's my sleight of hand? It's okay. No, it's a 6.
A 6. He immediately wakes up and he starts. He latches on. It feels like little tiny pinpricks as his nails and claws dig into you, and he starts kicking at your hand. So you've got some like cuts and bruises. He starts biting you.
Ah, Bims, it's me.
He does the thing where he like rolls over onto all four and then he like arches his back, stretches like a long boy, and then he sits there just staring at you.
And then in what was it, Draconic? And in Draconic, I pointed at my hand and said, "You did this."
You see he kind of puffs out his chest and he looks really proud of himself.
Of course he does.
All
I
of
think-
the pets on this ship are assholes.
yeah. I think Finn just laughs at it, like, of course, I'm gonna, and I'm like, all right, you know what, fine. He just caves, and he sees that Bims is fine, so he's gonna go and lay down.
Okay. As you're trying to lay down and sleep, towards the end of the hour, you can hear someone crying. Like ugly sobbing.
Oh, Finn's got a good heart, so he's gonna get up and what direction do I hear this? Like out of my I'll go out of my room. Where am I hearing this from? From in like the little like
Yeah,
living room area or whatever the middle called.
Yeah, it sounds like it's coming from the hallway.
Finn will go to the hallway.
Okay. Just as you go to the hallway, you see that one of the crewmates there is standing there holding what appears to be a braid of hair in their hand that has been cut from their head. And it is Simona, the
No.
boatswain. And she has this dark braid of hair in her hand and she's sobbing. She wipes her face. Oh, Mr. Carson, I didn't see you there.
What happened?
I don't quite know. There might be a specter on the ship. Something dreadful swept through here. In a flurry of blade and shadow.
That's not good. Are you hurt anywhere else?
No, I'm not. Do you have the ability to mend things? I believe I've heard there's some kind of spell to fix this sort of thing.
I don't think I have. No, no. Unfortunately, I don't think I have that. I know one of us does. Maybe Paul. So maybe we can go find Paul.
Don't you worry about it, Mr. Carson. I will go seek him out myself.
Okay. Do you need anything else? Any other help or anything like that?
No, I'll be fine. Thank you. And you see that she stuffs her braid into her pocket and she pats you on the shoulder. Thank you for your concern.
You're welcome.
And as she leaves, she kind of dips her shoulder so she doesn't just take out Garen as he enters the ship. So, Garen, you bump into Finn as you're heading deeper into the ship.
Come out of nowhere, why don't you?
Yeah, I'll even say he drops his invisibility just as she sees him, and that's why she's.
So
that was interesting.
Finn will look kind of behind him. Like, you just appeared, right? You didn't just walk in. I didn't see you. You used your invisibility.
Yes.
What happened? Why did you do this?
Well, first off, first chance I've had to get a really good look at the lighthouse. It's more dilapidated than I would have expected,
Oh, okay.
but
Hmm.
that could also be a sign of just the lack of care and the corruption in the area. So,
I would probably lean towards lack of care, but you never know.
possibly. Um, but with the way it's leaning, I'm more convinced now that the evening sun isn't just a time, but that it points to where to go. The shadow points to where we need to go.
Hmm. Okay.
And and I don't know if it was guards watching for people or just street thugs who saw somebody alone and wanted to capitalize, but almost a dozen men were following me. So I thought it prudent to not give them the chance.
That's fair. Okay, that explains that. Um. So, I mean, all right. So it's a little. So sounds like it's worn down a bit. Um. It could also be the whatever thing is in because the thing was using that as a base, right? If I remember correctly,
Well,
the creature.
because the note said in the shadow of Frother's lamp.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's using the lighthouse as a base, but that the shadow of the lighthouse points to the
Oh.
temple
Oh, so
in the
it's
evening.
leading the direct. Okay, gotcha.
Hmm.
I knew there was something in there that wasn't quite kicking in my head. Okay, that was it. So did kind of looks at the time. When would be best to, I guess, go as a group? I guess.
In the evening, definitely, because we won't know where it is until then.
Okay.
But daylight, if we want to do another look at the lighthouse, would probably be a better idea.
Okay.
Considering that we've already been involved in an attempted mugging, moving as a group is probably wise.
I mean, yeah, probably. I would agree.
So I suggest we all get some sleep and we'll check in with each other in the morning.
Hmm. Oh, keep a lookout as well. Mona had just came to me, and it looked like something or somebody cut off her hair or a braid of her hair. So there might be some kind of weird spectral thing going around, or someone trying to cause mischief in this boat. And we have a couple people we can always cue to that, but just be on your toes.
True. I might stop by Ella if she's awake, see if she can pinpoint anything.
Oh, here, and then Finn will take the book out of his backpack and give it to
Hmm.
Garen. Let her look at the book. Let her have the book. I've read it over a bunch of times, but it's
This
probably
is
safer in her hands than in mine.
true, and it's definitely her wheelhouse as well. So,
Mm-hmm.
thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Those dang ghosts of Saltmarsh.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Holy.
So, Garen, as you head over to Ella's room and you knock on the door, you don't hear anything on the other side. She's probably asleep.
Shocker. Finally, she's on a normal sleep schedule and Garen isn't.
Or she's passed out from exhaustion.
That could be too.
And now it's your
Um,
turn to go pass out from exhaustion.
Right. So he'll hold on to the book and pop in there in the morning.
Okay. Morning comes. Is there anything anybody wants to do before you get your long rest?
I think Finn just goes back to his room and does the normal talk to the locket and make sure Bims is okay or he's settled with his little desk. And I think the only thing he'll do is that he will take note of like to ask in the morning who's been taking care of Bims because he wants to give a bit of a thank you to who's been feeding Bims because he can obviously see he's being well taken care of. So,
Mm-hmm.
but that's more or less it. Just my typical night stuff.
Okay. So.
In the morning,
Okay.
Paul will reach out to Garen. I don't know if you've ever done everything like this, but I know you're very, very dexterous, good with fiddling through locks and such. Mm. Oh, we problem with Penny. She's come back with long hair and she doesn't like it. And I didn't want to risk cutting it because I'm not so dexterous as you. And totally volunteered, but we want no part of that.
That's.
And
Oh wait, what?
I immediately thought of you.
Okay, but what?
Yeah,
That part
totally.
about
Got
me?
real excited about cutting hair.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know.
oh. Oh, what was the lady's name again?
Simona.
I think Simona may have been his first victim.
What do you mean?
Uh, I guess Finn ran into her, and there was a specter. She said that whirled through and cut her hair.
A specter?
Yes,
Why?
I wasn't privy to any
Would
of
have
the
seen
events.
Tully.
I'm thinking it was Tully.
Maybe he's got some kind of magic that we didn't know about. Makes him look like a specter.
Who knows? Or he might have run by so fast she didn't notice him. It was very late.
That is not safe. That's true. He was running out with the scissors when I saw him last.
Huh. Well,
Has Tully been back to his bunk
No.
since
oh
then?
boy.
He's still
No
going.
one has seen Tully in like the last
Oh,
4 or
no.
5 hours.
Oh,
Oh
boy.
shit!
Um, I've never cut anyone's hair, but I'm willing to try if she's okay with that. But if her hair is important, it's
All right.
probably find somebody more skilled.
Well, my hair is not very important, so why don't you give me a haircut and she can watch and she'll let us both know if she thinks you're good enough to do this.
Okay.
'Cause I don't really care. I got a hat.
We smash cut to basically the mess hall, like the tables being pushed up against the sides of the walls, a bucket being turned upside down, turned into a chair right in the middle. Someone sits pulled down, they unfurl a tablecloth, wrap it around like a barber's cape, sets a pair of scissors in Garen's hand, and there's a ring of crewmates just like watching on.
See how bad this goes?
You can hear the
Would it be
sound of
exciting?
coins moving across a wooden surface as people are placing bets. Let's see.
All right, I might need a drink first.
Okay.
I don't
So,
blame you.
if anyone wants to eavesdrop in on the betting of the crew, I'll need a perception check from you. Malaya, the cook, is going to shove a big stein of something alcoholic into your hands.
He'll slam it back.
Excellent. Okay, with a 17 from Garen and a 6
All right,
from
I'm ready.
Finn. Yeah, you're not quite sure. It's kind of hard to tell. There's a lot of whispering. Oh, okay. Azra will be there as well and cast guidance on you, so you get an additional 1d4. Okay, so I'm gonna need a sleight
Okay.
of hand check from you, and you get to add a
Alright.
1d4 to it. Ooh, 21. Okay, go ahead and add that D4.
Are-
Ooh,
And wow.
25. Okay. There's a snip, 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 snip. What kind of vibe do you want to go for, Garen?
I'm thinking Garen gives full a bowl cut.
Okay.
A very precise bowl cut.
This is like the perfect bowl cut, the most perfect bowl cut anyone has ever seen. People are impressed. There's a lot of oohs and ahs coming from the crowd here, and a few of them even clap. Not a single hair put out of place. There are a few times where those scissors get close to your eyes, but they move with perfect concentration, and you come out unscathed and with a very fashionable haircut. Clearly going to set a trend.
See, Garen only kills when he wants to.
Very true.
You see peeking out from the lip of his shirt slowly produces penny sprinkle. And then we smash cut as Pole is just pulled off to the side. Another set of different buckets are placed so that it's taller and taller and taller. And Penny Sprinkle sat down. Someone takes a little handkerchief and ties it around her. And she has this long dark hair, just fluffy from the humidity. And she looks at you. Go ahead and roll sleight of hand at advantage now, and you get the 1d4 guidance.
All right.
Okay, 23.
It was definitely a 23.
Yeah. And then a d4. Okay, 27.
Or again.
What kind of vibe do you want to go
Nice.
for?
That guidance is good.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
great guidance.
Yeah. Honestly, help me out here. I'm not good with
Yeah. So you don't have to worry about a style. Like,
a
what kind
pixie
of.
cut, maybe?
Oh, yeah. The birth of the pixie cut on the pixie.
I mean, it's
Oh my
maybe
God.
too up.
Boom!
It is.
Right there.
It is canon now that Garen invented the pixie cut. Garen,
Heck yeah.
Garen, you decide to do something a bit out there. You cut it really short, but you cut it in such a way that the hair begins to sort of naturally curl on itself because it's not weighed down by length anymore. There is a sort of like flumpy vibrance that embodies the hair. And you can see that it kind of splays out almost a bit spiky, but it has a bit of an edge to it. You see a few people nodding, a few people clapping. As the mirror is brought in front of Penny Sprinkle, she goes, "Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it." And she begins to spin around, and you see trails of glitter flumpening up around her.
I'm glad. I'm shocked I'm this good myself.
5 people
New ship's
line
barber.
up.
Sorry, Tully.
5 people
Might be
line
doing some
up.
repair.
Oh, no. Garen is now the barber for the ship, I take it.
Yeah.
Mhm. Becoming the barber.
You can see Tully has been watching, and he sort of nods. He peers out of the shadows. He doesn't have any scissors in hand, but he watches. He seems to appreciate the craft. He keeps his cool. Do you want to do haircuts for these 5 people?
I mean, we are risking it. I've gotten very good rolls.
We're gonna montage it. We'll reduce it to
Okay.
1 roll.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead and roll sleight of hand. This is not at advantage, but you can get the D4 guidance.
All right. I'm tempted to use my nat 20.
It's up to you. That's what they're for.
Nah.
Yeah. I'm gonna do it just
Okay.
to be
Burn them
So
on
that's
frivolities.
Snip, snip,
six.
snip, snip,
Yep.
snip. All right, you use your natural 20 here, and every single one of these people come out looking fresh. You didn't just give them a haircut. You gave them a new start. this morning has transformed people. It's changed the way that they look at themselves. And they look at you with great admiration. We're going to say that the people who want haircuts are going to be... the people you gave haircuts to are going to be...
You
KB.
think we got a pixie cut on the woman who got her
Oh, that's
ponytail
good.
chopped off?
Yeah. Simona, Silos, KB, and then we'll do Agni, the quartermaster, and the last person will
Ella?
be Tully.
Oh,
It'll be Tully.
it was Ella. I was gonna be like, I'm glad I used the nat 20 there.
No, Ella is
Yeah.
unfortunately not there. She seems to probably be still asleep. But yeah, you fixed Tully's fucked up haircut. It was really
I'm
bad.
That probably the only way it was possible is that nat 20.
Yeah, absolutely. You're able to
Mhm.
even it out in a way where he looks really cool now. He's basically got like a faux hawk sort of thing going on. It looks great. Wow. I did not expect this to happen in our session today. That's crazy.
Same.
Amazing.
Always unpredictable.
Gotta love the dice.
Mhm.
All right. So we smash cut to clean up. Breakfast is served. You are all gathered at the table. Ella does come to join at this point, and you can see that she's rubbing at her eyes. She's very, very sleepy. The overall morale of the crew seems to be very high. You find that breakfast is very appetizing. A lot of love has gone into today's vegetable stew.
Garen's gonna grab Ella a cup of coffee, sit down with her for breakfast.
Good morning.
Morning.
I heard quite a bit hubbub. Something about you being good with your hands?
Apparently, I'm good at cutting hair. I didn't know it until today.
Oh, fascinating. I see. She looks over and she can see that Agni, the stoic quartermaster, has this like fresh new cut. As he's walking by, there's just like a glint to his eyes. His hair is shiny. His forehead seems waxed. It's just impeccable. She's like, impressive. So how was your latest endeavor? You all came out okay, I hope?
Yes. Well, I mean, Finn got beat up and then went asking for more, because that's Finn.
I imagine that, like, you know, because, yeah, you're at full hit points, but I imagine you have a bunch of bandages on you. There's no
Yeah.
way that you don't have bruises, at least. Oh, ow.
Yeah, I mean, that's Finn, kind of the way he is.
Maybe
But
we can
did...
come up
oh,
with
yeah.
some sort of tonic. A bit of a painkiller if you need it, Master Carson.
I mean, I'm not sort of used to it at this point, but I mean, I'll take anything I can get.
Malaya, please. And she looks over and Malaya's like, I got you. And then in the
Cool.
kitchen, you begin to smell something that smells like carrot cake.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yep. But Garen would pull out the book. We also found this.
Just gonna ask if I still gave it to you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, fascinating.
Finn has looked it over, but we all know this is more your area.
Yeah, I can read it, and I can like understand it to an extent. Like I understand the words and the meanings, but it's way more your wheelhouse. But I was able to read through it a little bit.
You see, as she takes the book, she begins to put on some gloves as she's handling it. She pulls it
Right.
closer and begins to inspect it, running her fingers across it. Oh, this is quite clearly a book for Tharizdun. I recognize this symbol here. A very old entity associated with some dark magics. She begins to flip through the book. These are non-magical prayers to Tharizdun. This seems to be written in a combination of abyssal and infernal. Fascinating. This tome, though it is quite intimidating, is little more than just a prayer book.
Okay.
Well, that's good to know.
I was afraid that things were going to be summoned from it, or what the case.
Yes.
A lot of it had the symbols to me of like you could use this, and there's wording in there you say out loud, and then a demon pops up and says hello. So I just wasn't sure if this was one of those books or not. I'm not as familiar with if this is a just prayer book or demon summoning book or the in between or what the case.
She picks it up and she smells it, and she kind of bends the leather to see the quality of it, and she says, "This seems to be of on the poorer end of quality. I suppose that this is not something that is very beloved. Perhaps something that might be available in great numbers. It's not very precious. The evidence of this," and she also like pulls out the parchment and is reading that as well, implies that perhaps that there is a group of people worshipping Thariston. This is something that you would give a low-level member of a church.
That's interesting. We figured there were more than just the individual we acquired that from. Trying to not directly say to her that we murdered Dory, but
Hold on, let me see if she picks up on it. She kind of like does the thing where she's looking at other people as you're talking. Her eyes get a little wider. She picks up on it.
I mean, he doesn't know how she's gonna react. So that is promising, though, that it's not, they're not disseminating more troublesome
This
text.
actually worries me. The insinuation of this handwritten note, the parchment, is that they are recruiting.
Yes. And we intend to do something about that.
Well, this is dangerous. Fanatics of Tharizdun will go to no end to destroy whatever they can in the name of their god.
And we're starting to believe that they've set their sights on the skies.
That makes sense. There is quite a bit of negative energy here. Something has affected the water. It is tainted. I suspected that it might be some kind of chemical runoff, but it's hard to tell where it's coming from. Perhaps this corruption is tied to this church.
That's my thought. After we've discouraged them from gathering, I might have you take a look, see if you can discern that for sure.
I will collect some samples and begin my investigation.
Thank you. Ella, I appreciate you being here, and not just for your knowledge and skills.
Thank you. And she'll put her hand on yours and squeeze it a little bit. You hear Malaya just sipping really loudly in the background.
When the reclusive dweebs are trying to flirt, okay? Come on.
Malaya comes out and she hands you, Finn, a mug which appears to have a blended up carrot cake. So it's kind of like a chunky slushy, but it smells delicious.
Ooh.
It's more liquid than cake, though. They should take
all
the
right.
edge off.
Finn will. Is it has a straw or is it just a mug?
It's just the mug. She gives you a
Okay.
spoon. That's how
Yeah.
chunky it is.
Okay, cool. Then yeah, he'll sit there with a spoon and start eating it.
Okay, it tastes like a mix of vanilla ice cream and carrot cake. It's delicious. It's hot, it's cold, it's sweet.
Awesome. Not bad, not bad.
Nothing
As she's sitting
happens,
there
it's
eating.
just delicious.
Sweet.
Something to make you feel like you are feeling better.
Placebo
Yeah,
sometimes
you
is
check
the best
under your
thing.
bandage, you're still bruised.
Yeah, well, you know.
Okay.
I'm
So
always bruised.
you have a couple of hours before checking out the lamp's shadow. So there are preparations that you could potentially do. I did see that Igneal said in the chat that we should get the documents of owning the businesses and transfer them to some good person before word gets out that Dory is dead and chaos ensues. So I'm going to go ahead and say that he's going to spend the next couple of hours heading over to City Hall so he can take care of that
Okay.
off screen.
Sweet.
Is there anything
I'll
else?
recommend our intrepid police person here, the only good person we know
Oh,
in
yeah,
town that
we
isn't a
have-
child.
Yes.
We have that one security or the one police officer security person that we talked to and brought on ship.
Yes.
Yep.
Her name is Constable Jute.
Dude, yes.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Constable Jute will go with Azra. But for the rest of you,
Sweet.
you have like the whole day.
Great. Yeah, like Finn had said, he's gonna he's probably gonna go in the kitchen. Probably chat it up with KB because we haven't talked in a minute. And within the conversation, I will bring up, hey, do you know who's been giving food to Bims while I've been gone?
He'll point over at Malaya.
Oh, okay. That was the same one that came to me, right?
Mm-hmm. Malaya is the one that Malaya's the ship's cook, essentially in charge of rationing out the food, cooking everything, making sure everyone's fed. You know that in the time that you've spent with her on the ship, that she even goes as far as making sure, like, if people don't show up at the mess hall, she'll go hunt them down and basically put a bag lunch in their hands. She takes her job very seriously. And
We made a very good call with her.
yes, she seems dedicated. And you can even see now as people in the mess hall are beginning to filter out and go about their duties on the ship, that she is cleaning the kitchen. And the way that she does it is a mark of pride. She's not doing it just to do it. This is her domain. You're in her house right now.
Oh, yeah. So I think some of that will be stuff that Finn's noticed. Obviously, with us being gone during long periods of time, KB probably filled Finn in with some of the information of the extra mile that they're doing. So Finn will go up to him and them and say, when you have a second, I'd like to talk. I see you're, trying to make sure everything looks good, clean. I don't want to stop you right in the middle, but when you have a second, and Finn will just kind of like hang out he probably will just say, hey, I'll be over here chatting with KB, helping KB when you get a second, when you're done cleaning and you feel like, oh, this is as good as it's going to be. Just come find me.
Okay. Yeah. So she's like, all right, Mr. Carson, no problem at all. And some time passes. She comes up to you. She wrings out a rag and throws it over her shoulder. What can I do for you?
I just wanted to say that I, with KB and myself noticing a lot, you've done a lot of good extra work here, and I want you to know that it's very much appreciated. And he'll pull up his hand and he'll go, Bim sometimes likes to attack. Partly my fault. I tried to rub Bim's belly. It was my mistake. But I very much appreciate the love and care to Bims because I don't know what it was like on the ship that we got Bims from. There seems to be a good bond between the two of us, and I think it
Oh,
makes him feel more at home and welcome to know that there are people out there that are also taking care of him.
oh, it's my pleasure, Mr. Carson. In fact, Bims has been helping me find rats on the ship, so he's been
Oh,
a helpful little lad here. I will say that going for the belly, not a good move. But if you like, I have discovered a secret code.
oh, fascinating. Yes.
Go ahead
Go
and
ahead.
roll me animal handling.
Oh, I think I have a check mark behind that one. I do. Ha!
Nice.
25.
25. Okay. She basically begins to tell you like a super complicated series of like, you gotta scratch behind the left ear first, and then you've gotta go under the chin, you gotta go down the back ridge, and then you've gotta tickle the tail and wiggle it around a little bit. You gotta play with the toes and spread the beans, and then you go for the tummy. And basically just like instructs you exactly how to basically like up, down, left, right, A, B, start, plus, like the
Oh,
way
yeah.
to like
Code.
unlock the cat. It's
Unlock
not a
the
cat. Bibbs is not a cat.
I
Bibbs is basically a cat, a spicy cat.
mean, we're canon, yeah.
Yeah, but basically tells you this characteristic that Bims is actually quite cuddly, and you've got to basically warm up to the belly rub. You never go straight for the belly rub. It's a trap.
My mistake. I haven't seen Bims in a while, and I got enamored.
No,
But I
it's
want to
fine.
thank you as well. And Finn will go into his pouch and give 20 gold.
This is too much, Mr. Carson.
No, it's not. In fact, if you feel it is too much, fine. But I want you to take it all. Use it however you want. If you feel like you want to give a little to someone else, go for it. But I want you to know that you'll appreciate it here, and that I appreciate you, and that you've done a lot of to go above and beyond. A lot of people here have too, and want to make sure that they're variously taken care of as well. But since I was able to bump into you, and I know that you've been taking care of Bim specifically, which is what's gotten my heart, I wanted to thank you, and more than just saying thank you.
She like blinks once as you're talking, and all of a sudden her eyes are like really big and watery, and she's trying really hard not to cry. And by the time you finish talking, she throws her arms around you. She hugs you really tightly.
Oh, Finn brings her in.
And then by the end of it, she's wiping tears from her face, and she says, I'll make sure it goes to a good cause. Oh, I have been talking with Mr. KB about potentially upgrading some of the utilities in the kitchen. I have
Look
an
over
idea.
KB.
Maybe would
KB.
want to upgrade the kitchen.
You could have came to any one of us for some money for some upgrades.
KB's like, it's a work in progress.
Good. Whatever. If it can make KB happy, that makes me happy too. But I want you to know that you appreciate it, and this little bit extras I felt like would be good appreciation.
Thank you. Be safe out there, okay?
I will try my best.
Well, whenever you come back, I'm gonna have dinner waiting for you.
Sounds like a deal to me.
She
And
gives
then,
you a strong pat on the arm, and then she goes back to
Mhm.
cleaning her kitchen.
Heck yeah, sounds good. Yep. And then I get one. I'll just say one last thing to KB. I'll be like, keep tabs on me on the new. Well, all of us actually on the new thing you're gonna do with the kitchen. It sounds like it's gonna be really fun.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I think Finn will just kind of go off. Since he's got the whole day. He probably will just walk around the ship a little bit, just kind of see how everyone's doing. Because we've been gone a lot, so want to make sure keep up with everyone, and then I don't know, probably play with Bims a little bit. Just do a lot of like catching up stuff.
Go ahead
just
and
like
roll me an
taking it there.
insight check.
11.
Okay. Even with an 11, you get the sense that the morale of the ship is really good. The vibes are really good here. The crew seems to be working harmoniously. No one's complaining. No one's yelling anything profane. You get a sense that there's a lot of teamwork going on. And with that, people as you're passing by are giving you thumbs up. They don't pay too much attention to you because they know that you're busy and that they've got stuff to do.
Mhm.
But overall, you end up having a pretty nice day.
Awesome. Yeah.
What
And I'll
do...
just
Oh, go ahead.
go ahead. Yeah, I'll just say once I've done the rounds, I'm just gonna cap it off with playing with Bims, getting Bims testing out the cheat code.
Oh, yeah.
And
It works like a charm.
heck yeah.
Cole and Garen, what do you want to do with your day off before you go fight a cult or something?
Right. Garen's gonna take Barnacus for a walk.
Oh my god. Okay, this is a terrible idea. I love it. Roll me
It
animal
is.
handling.
Because he is not proficient in that.
There was a part of me that was almost like, what about Barnacus? Why is everyone still happy with Barnacus?
16.
So
16.
we see all the crew members on the deck of the ship parting like an ocean, giving a wide berth. Some people rubbing at like phantom injuries of like where Barnacus has slashed them or bit them. And we see, okay, those dogs, right? The dogs that are just pulling on the leash, like, like fucking fiending, right? That is what Barnacus is doing.
What's going on.
I need you to roll me a strength save.
Oh dear. Because that's his worst save.
12.
You do have a reroll.
Okay.
I'm gonna reroll.
Okay, go ahead and reroll. That's not gonna save you. You try to hold on to this leash with your dear life. Barnacus is pulling you. This baby owlbear that is just living on your pirate ship is just hounding across the deck. And by the time the two of you get onto the dock, he bolts. And as he bolts into the skies, the leash snaps.
Oh shit. Barnacus! Barnacus! Barnacus!
The tongue is all lolling and just spittle flying everywhere. You see that he's running so fast and charging so hard that the wind is just kind of pushing all the feathers back from his face, like a dog's head hanging outside of a car window. He's just gone, heading deep into the city. Cole, are you watching this? Are you a part of this? What is Paul doing?
No, I'm doing stuff. I'm doing stuff in my room, probably.
Okay. Yeah, so
guess
Gary, this
that's-
is your problem.
Yep. Garen's trying to chase after him. Broken leash in hand.
Okay, I love this. Go ahead and roll me survival.
Finally, one he's got good.
As you try to track down your loose owlbear.
28.
Nice. Okay. Oh, man. What a
We're trying to help the
terrible
city get
idea.
better. Also, here's our owlbear.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. You were gonna spend a majority of the day chasing after this owlbear. This requires a mixture of using your hunting skills, your scouting skills, and also just trying to ask people for help. Like, have you seen an owlbear? And you get mixed responses. Some people are helpful, some people are not. I will say, go ahead and roll me persuasion.
I like thinking of that guy from Qatar. His
21.
dang boy gets knocked over.
Oh, the cabbage guy? My cabbages!
God.
The cabbage... Okay,
You know, cabbage guy.
Yeah. With a 21, okay, you are able to more or less convince people to help you when they don't seem inclined. When they're like, I'm gonna need some money, you end up managing to convince them. We'll say that it's about 4 p.m. So it's starting to get towards dusk, where you find yourself on a completely different landmass, and you are actually down here.
Oh, dear.
This is next to the Rashland Manor. So number 8 is the
Oh.
Rashland Manor where y'all took out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude face.
Yeah, dude face. Yep.
I still have Nationals encoded ledger.
Mm-hmm. Next to the manor,
with that.
however, is one of the tallest structures in the skies. It is a tower, a pinnacle of black and red marble surrounded by a stone wall. You can see that there is a name emblazoned in the stone arch.
Thornwell, isn't it?
Thornwell Tower.
All right. And let me guess, that's where Barnacus is ventured off to?
You can see that there's a perfect dent in the bottom of the iron wrought gate where an owlbear baby definitely could have burrowed into and just disappeared into the innards of this tower.
Oh my. Well, time for me to hopefully make a new acquaintance and not a new enemy. Oh yeah, is there like a bell or anything at the gate or no?
No, you see that the gate itself doesn't even have a lock.
Hmm.
It doesn't seem to open in conventional means. There is no lock to pick. There is no seam.
Oh, they're gonna be really mad. Well, is there any way over it?
You can try to climb over it, absolutely.
Right.
You're either gonna
That
have to
would
go
be-
over or under, up to you.
I mean, Garen could probably fit through the hole Barnacus made,
Oh yes, absolutely.
so he'll try that.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me athletics. Wow, natural 20. Okay.
Oh, good.
29. You begin to army crawl underneath this hole that was made. Oh, we lost zombie. It's okay.
No,
Oh, there's zombie.
he's back.
Begin to army crawl through, and you can see that there is a well-maintained garden on the inside of this stone wall. When you look over to your left, you see that there is a set of an iron table and some chairs meant to be some outdoor seating. Sitting there is a woman with brown skin, perfectly coiffed black hair, wearing long lavender robes, holding a teacup, one of her legs thrown over the other, and she's just watching you crawl through this hole. And you can see on the other side of the table here, hovering in the air inside of a magical bubble, is Barnacus. And she looks at you with her teacup, cocking a brow.
Well, I suppose I should thank you for containing my owlbear in a non-harmful way and apologize for any damages he's done.
There's a clink as she sets down her teacup, and she folds her hands neatly into her lap, just watching you as you're on your belly in the dirt. So this is your familiar.
I'm not much of a spellcaster, so friend or pet is more appropriate, I'd say.
I see. You must
And he
be...
holds up the broken leash. Did not mean for him to get away.
Right. You must be one of the newcomers. There's been quite a bit of a reputation preceding you.
Well, I can imagine. My friends are not well known for subtlety.
I suppose it was time that we met. I'm sure you
I
are
agree.
well aware of who I am.
Ah, yes, Miss Thornwell.
Counselor Thornwell.
Forgive me.
And you are?
I'm Garen Frank Wern.
Ah. Your entire name, Some would call that a risky move. But don't you know, I have the reputation of consorting with devils.
I'm on a ship with 2 warlocks. Do you think I really care?
Why don't you come down and have a seat? You see Barnacus in the bubble is just like slowly, like anti-gravity, just kind of turning. He's like on his back, just floating in the air.
All right. Yep. Garen sits down and.
Okay, so here's the situation. She's gonna start small talk. And she's going to try to ask you questions about who you are, why you're here, and what it is that you're looking for. You become aware, perhaps paranoidly so, that you are running out of time to get your ass back to the lighthouse. What does this look like for Garen as you're like trying to engage in conversation and you're just running out of time?
You know, he is not very good at social interaction, as you'll have probably noticed. But somehow he is just really good at that panicked, friendly, inconspicuous guy. And he's doing a good job of not giving too much information, but not giving so little it sounds evasive.
Okay. I'll need a roll from you here. I'll say you can roll me either deception or persuasion.
He's not proficient in either of them. Like I said, not that good at social skills.
Okay, a 9, yeah. You can see that her eyes are shiny with more questions the more that you're talking with her. And you get the sense that she's not done with you. She's not going to stop. You are just stoking her curiosity. Your cagedness, your slowly creeping lack of patience. For all your coolness, like, you know, you are just starting to get closer and closer to 4 p.m. Now it's starting to get closer to 5 p.m. The sun is starting to set. Barnacus is at this point is sleeping inside of the bubble.
I mean, he's had a long day.
Do you want to continue to appease this conversation, or do you want to try to find a way out?
I mean, Garen would, but I want to delay as much as possible for us going into a fight.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. All right, so it sounds like you're going to try to find a happy middle point there.
Yeah.
All right, okay. So as that's happening, we're going to cut back over to Pole. You're going to be gone for a while.
Right.
Pole, what are you doing after breakfast?
Well, unfortunately, Pole's beautiful hair didn't last even until breakfast, as Buttons got in there and started nesting again. But he's just got his hat on top of it, so it's all right. And after breakfast, he goes back to his quarters and sits on his hammock, kind of leans back against the wall, and well, I don't do this too much, Hugh, but I think I need to talk to you. Into big, well, I think might be a big fight. I know you don't like fighting, but I know you and your mates used to go into a lot of fights, and you do your best to back them up, get them all out of there. Well, that's what I'm up against. I want to make all my mates get out. So anything you can do to help, I'd love to have it. And then he starts just playing a little bit on his lute, noodling, trying to come up with new songs. And gets all of his little friends out, sort of arrayed around him. There's Buttons, there's Shen, there's the Ghost Lantern, Shen, the Ghost Lantern, few little ship's rats that escaped the maraudings of the pseudo dragon, and yeah, he'll just entertain them with some jams. Nothing that's quite a song yet, but things that he's working on.
Okay. As you're going
And
about
make sure everyone
this,
gets a little bit of food.
As you're going about this, you feel a presence in the room. Go ahead and roll me Arcana.
Oof, the worst.
A natural 1. Okay. You feel a presence in the room.
Ellie?
It's not Tully. As you're going about taking care of your little friends here, there's a sort of stillness, a sort of mutedness. It's almost as if someone has turned down the volume in the room. Everything's a bit muffled. You can hear your various creature companions talking to each other. Shern is clearly using telepathy to talk to Penny Sprinkle, and she's engaging in some conversation with them, and then also telling Buttons what to do. And so they all seem to be acting quite normal, but it's almost as if your head has dipped underwater. There's just a layer of something separating you from everything. And you hear a voice. The voice almost sounds like it's coming from behind you, like directly behind you, almost as if someone has put their head right behind your neck and is breathing on your neck. But when you turn, you don't see anything. And they say, "What is it exactly you want?"
I want a way to keep my friends safe.
We can do something about that. But I can see, Pole, that you have many, many friends. Some friends take up more space than others. But I think you can always have another friend, right?
Always. The more the merrier, I say.
How about this? Why don't you let me hang out around you? Hop a ride. It's been a while since I've been able to stretch my legs. I just want to see what's happening. In exchange,
Sweet.
I'll make sure that your friends stay safe. How about that?
Sounds great. Love it.
Great. And you don't see anything, but you feel almost as if someone's arm is laying on top of yours. And there's a suggestion. They're not able to compel you or move you against your will, but there's a suggestion to move over to Tully's side of the room where he has a suspicious number of scissors on the floor. There's a suggestion to go pick up the scissors. Do you comply?
All right. I'll do that.
You bend down, you pick up a pair of scissors, and then there's a suggestion to make a little cut on your other hand. Just a small one. Just a drop.
All right. I'll do it.
There's a wince as you pierce skin, and you just see a small drop of blood, just a single one, dripping down your arm, and it stains the edge of your shirt. And you just hear, I love making new friends. And then all of a sudden, it's almost as if your ears popping when you come down from too high of an elevation. You swallow at just the right time and everything just equalizes. And as you do, you can hear your friends, Penny Sprinkle laughing, and everything's back to normal.
Well, that was weird. I get a bandage for my hand.
You have
And,
drawn a card. You have drawn the Flames card. Something supernatural
What? I never
is
saw that.
drawn to you. It wasn't Heward that answered, unfortunately.
I'm guessing.
You're guessing?
No, I'm just guessing it wasn't Heward. It's an obvious guess. He wouldn't make
Oh,
me
yeah.
stab myself.
No, he would not. That is not what he would do. You're kind of reeling from what has just happened. It's strange and a bit uncertain. You don't feel anything immediately. But you feel a little different.
Maybe that's what happened to Penny. Something about this place. Things get a little dark. Who was that?
You see Shern looking at you,
The old man was telling me.
concerned. His little, like, bubble eyes just sort of going up and down on the end of the antenna.
What's Sean?
You
It's
alright,
alright.
Paul?
Yeah, I'm all right, but well, I think I got another passenger, and I'm not sure about their holds yet. Keep on the watch out if I do anything too weird. Give me a pinch, all right?
Her eyes drop down to your hand and the bead of blood on your shirt. She flies over, she grabs your cheeks, and she says, "What did you do?"
Well, not 100% sure what I did, but I think I just gave someone, some spirit, a ride in me. They
Did
promised to
I
help me
tell
friends.
you about
I hope it
talking
turns
to
out.
strangers? That want blood? You don't give people blood. You don't give things blood. And she's just like...
I got some bit.
She starts crying. All of the other creatures in the room are getting distressed by Penny's Binkle crying, and they're all crying too.
Oh Lord, what? Come on, it's not that bad. We'll be fine. I got you all. You watch out for me. Remember, whatever it is, if they go wrong, we got them outnumbered.
Penny is just reaching into like this tiny miniature pouch on her belt, and she's just throwing fistfuls of salt over your shoulder, and it's like a granule or two, basically, just like eh. She's freaking out. Paul, I told you there's strange things on the other side. Why would you do that?
Well, because we're gonna get in a big fight soon. I'm worried about the outcome. We had trouble in that last one, and now we're gonna fight their boss. How's that gonna go? Well, I just thought I'd call out for help. I was hoping you would send me some help, but
Well,
I thought someone else was listening.
now I have to go with you. There's no way I can't stay here. I can't not go with you.
Well, you know, I'd love to have you along, but you gotta watch out. You gotta be careful.
I've got to watch out.
Yeah,
You've
just
got to
you know.
watch out. And she just points emphatically at the blood on your hand. Paul,
Yeah, I know. What's
if
done is
I'm
done, all
not
right.
there to look after you, who's going to? You're always throwing yourself in the way for everybody. Who's going to throw themselves in front of you, huh?
Well, probably Finn.
An ally has been slain. That's not enough. You do too much. You give too much of yourself to people, Paul.
Well, that's what makes me happy. What kind of a life is it if you don't help your friends?
She stabs you in the shoulder with her tiny finger. That's how you get used up. Keep giving and giving and giving pieces of yourself away, and there ain't gonna be any left.
Well, so far I still feel pretty full. That's silly. I don't think it's going to be a problem. Look, you're the most important, right? You know that. But I just... This whole town, it's being wrecked. People's lives are being ruined. Those kids! And all because some... Who knows what? Some kind of big monster. It's lurking and feeding off this temple. We might be able to finish it right here. Can't say no to that.
Right. I trust you, Paul. I always have and I always will. And I'll be by your side. You! And she stabs you with her finger again. Can't stop me, okay? You can bring me back anyway.
Oh.
You know, hey, maybe
Of course.
if you take out whatever is making this place all weird, then you don't have to worry about it, right? You'll be able to bring me back.
Yeah.
Again.
That's the idea.
Yeah. She grabs your neck and she hugs you.
It's alright, it's alright.
Well,
Alright, everybody, all aboard. We gotta get moving.
you like T-pose and then all of your little animals just crawl into your clothes and you just have them on you at all times. Where do you put Shern? Do you carry Shern with you?
Yeah,
I'm imagining some
I've
people.
got a little.
Go ahead.
I figure I've got like basically a little pot.
Yeah.
It's full of water.
That's much
And
better.
we're like more like maybe a large water skin kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Bigger so you can get in and out.
Okay. That's much better than what I was going to suggest. I was going to suggest, like, you know how, like, you have, like, a strap for, like, a crossbow? You just have Shern just hanging out over your shoulder at all times. Yeah. No, Shern's comfortable in his little sack. Yeah. All right. You have a couple of hours to kill. You can see over the next couple of hours that Finn is busying himself with making sure the crew's taken care of. He's in and out of his room. We'll say that you have about 3 hours. What would you like to do?
Well, the other thing that Paul wanted to do is he knowing that our ship is sentient.
Yeah.
I want to develop my relationship with the ship. So I'll probably go down, find, a spot in the ship that's neglected, maybe the bilge or something like that, and clean it up, polish it up while I'm talking to it, and then sing and hum some sea shanties, maybe making some new ones up about our lovely ship in particular. And just respectfully try to get to know the ship.
Okay. I love this. All right. Yeah, the bilge is definitely the most neglected part of the ship. Simona tries to do her best to keep everything in working order, but that doesn't necessarily mean that the barnacles get scraped off all the time or that the bilge is emptied out. There is a layer of grime that builds up down there. It gets quite musty and moldy there. So you busy yourself with cleaning. Go ahead and roll me performance. I will say this is at normal because you're basically busy cleaning at the same time and you're multitasking. So you can't necessarily pull out your instrument, your enchanted instrument, and use it. Okay, a 15. Now it has been a really long time, but we gave your sentient ship a name. Oh my god, I forgot how butt cheek ass naked Tully was in this
Is
picture.
it just a ship?
It had a name.
Oh. Remember that at all.
Do we have
Yeah.
it
Good to
in
know.
our...
Saltmarsh ship. I think it started with an S. It had some kind of elvish name.
Shippy?
Shippy.
Oh yeah.
Shippy!
Yeah, definitely Shippy. Let's
Shippy the
see.
ship. Shipster.
I'm not sure. I remember there being a name, but
Yeah, we'll get back to it. Okay. With a 15, as you are trying to build a relationship with the ship, you get the sense that it's shy. You can feel it. The way that the ship responds to you. It seems to kind of tilt in a way occasionally, time to time, to try. Oh my god, that is a big ass bug. What the fuck? Sorry.
Uh-oh.
The fuck? Okay.
we're already meeting the BBG.
There's a big ass bug in the bilge. Every time like the water sort of rocks the ship, you can see that the ship seems to try to correct itself to try to make sure that you have even footing. Normally with the water like at your ankles, at your roll for initiative, Stella, at your ankles, like you're trekking through the water here, so it's easy to slip. It's easy to lose yourself. But the ship is responding in these subtle ways that because you are aware that it's sentient, you're able to tell that this is happening. Roll me insight, please. Release the cat and the bug. My cat is dead ass asleep in his tree. He's not gonna help me right now. 21. Okay. With a 21 insight, you get a sense of nurturing. Whatever this entity is that possesses the ship, it wants to help take care of you. It has some attachment to the crew. It seems eager to get to know you, but it doesn't know what to say. You suspect that with your 21 insight, that the ship does a lot of listening and not a lot of talking. So even with your performance here, as you're singing, as you're working, there's this sort of quiet, unspoken insistence for you to share something, for you to speak to it. It wants to listen, but it doesn't know how to ask.
All right. Well, Paul will definitely get that hint, and he'll not ask direct questions or speak directly to the ship, but just go through and just tell a bit of his life story to it. How he grew up in Ammanford, in slums, the kids that he knew there, how one of them he met when she was all grown up, and it was really, really interesting, and he's happy that things worked out for them. And then just go on through how he connected with Heward, how he met Penny Sprinkle, how he met Shern, how he found buttons, of all that, and he'll bring them out. He will at this point get out his lute and play along with it. He's been crafting the story of his life for his whole life, and he's got little different bits of tuning for each of the parts.
As you play this song, the Song of You, can I get you to roll me a performance at advantage? $19. Okay. What is the general flavor of this song? Is it sad? Is it hopeful? What's the tune like?
Well, it goes through a lot of phases, but it is definitely always hopeful. It has its sad bits, but something always picks it up. And it changes pace from slow to quick when there's a dangerous thing going on, from sad to happy. Sometimes it has kind of chords that hold it in suspense when you don't know what's going to happen next. But the overall flavor is hopeful.
The ship almost seems happy as you're sharing this song. You hear it creaking, the wood groaning, almost as if in tune with the song. It almost seems to be dancing with the music, just in perfect tempo to sway back and forth on these murky waters. By the time you finish, there is, however, a sudden jolt. It's almost as if the ship kicks itself and you begin to lose your footing. You can tell that this is intentional and you are about to fall into the bilge water. Do you want to try to catch yourself? What do you do here? How do you respond?
No, he's not going to try to catch himself. Instead, he is going to try to make a pratfall so that this just looks as funny as possible.
Are you trying to like land face first?
No, probably on his back, and so it makes a big splash.
Okay.
But then he's going to slap his arms out to stop himself from hurting his back
Okay.
as he does it. It's going to look like an old silent movie person falling down, and then he'll get up, dust himself off. That's not.
You fall. And you fall into the bilge water with a big splash, and it washes over you, consuming you for just a moment. Instead of falling into the bilge water, you fall out onto an island. And your back
Whoa.
hits sand. You see, up above you is a clear blue sky. There are clouds far, far away, but above you, it's just an endless blue. Looking around, you can see that the sand underneath your hands, against your back, it's almost white. You are in some kind of place of paradise, and you know almost instantly this is not real.
Never is.
How do you react? The sand is a perfect temperature. The water is lapping at your feet. It is cool. The sun is baking, but in all of the best ways. What do you do?
First thing I do, Cole looks around to see where his little friends are. Are any of them here? Is he alone on this island?
You are all alone. There isn't even a single tree.
All right. He's gonna kind of look up in the sky for lack of a better place to look. All right, who's doing this? I got business. I can't be sitting here on the island. My friend's gonna be in danger soon. Let me back to the ship.
As you're looking up, there's no response, but I imagine eventually you start looking around and you look down towards your toes.
Yeah.
And as you do, you see just the top of a head sticking out from the water of something watching you. You see that this thing, this creature, whatever it is, it has deep blue skin and it seems to have long hair that is wet, curling almost as if seaweed, dripping down the sides of its face. And it looks at you with these perfectly round golden eyes. Curious.
Oh, right, I'm sorry. I didn't see you there. Hello, my name's Paul. Are you? Do you live here?
The creature nods.
That's nice. Do you know where we are?
The creature nods.
I was on a ship just a second ago. Guess you can't talk, John. That's all right. Can you? Do you have? Do they? I just see a head, right? Do
Yeah,
you
like
have
half
hands?
of a head. You see an
Could you
arm begin to
write
rise
the name
up.
in the sand?
Instead of it ending in a hand, you see that this arm ends in what is like a large fin. Whatever this thing is, it has a human head, but it seems to have almost fish-like arms.
Right. Oh well. I guess, can you come up here on the island, or you got to stay out in the water?
It shakes its head almost as if to say no.
All right, well, that's okay. Anyways, as I said, my name's Paul, and I'd like to get to know you. You seem nice. Wish I had my friend Sharon here, because he could probably talk to you, just and listen to what's in your head. I can't do that. But if you
As
don't
you
mind,
say that, the creature disappears under the water. It takes about 30 seconds before it reappears. You just see the head again, and you see the eyes look from you and then look up. As you look up, you
Oh my
see
God.
Shern falling from the sky right towards you.
oh, I'll catch him.
You catch him. You hear Shern's voice in your head. What is going on? What just happened?
I don't know. I just fell onto this island. I was in a ship. What happened to you?
I fell in the bilge water.
You too. All right. Well, falling to Bilgewater took us here, and this is our new friend. Shh, they can't speak, so I can't tell what the name is. I thought maybe you could help, since you can talk in people's heads like.
Right. Can you roll me over?
Sure thing. This way or that way?
That way.
All right. Over.
As you turn Shern in the direction of this creature, you see Shern's eye stalks kind of moving back and forth as they're clearly communicating with whatever this is. And the creature tilts its head, just blinking slowly, looking at Shern. And then all of a sudden, it disappears under the water again. And as that happens, you suddenly realize that you are in the bilge water. Your back hits the ground of the floor of the bilge level. And essentially, you are kind of swallowing and choking on the water because you're now submerged underneath it. And you have Shern in your hands.
All right. Well, I'll dust myself off. Stand back up.
Yeah, you stand back up and you hold Shern
Well, that was
up.
strange.
Shern says, "Wow, fascinating. Whatever that was, it said that it was the last of its kind. It hasn't seen any of its own people in a very long time. It is the spirit of this ship. It liked your song."
Oh, that's amazing. Well,
Is
thanks
this
for telling me that, buddy.
was that what you call an out-of-body experience? That was so strange.
I don't know. I felt like my body was still there, but
Oh, I guess
maybe
you're right.
I could dream a bit.
Oh. It was quite nice,
Maybe
wasn't
she
it?
can make a picture in her mind.
Oh, yes, I suppose that is what
Yeah,
happened.
it's a pretty nice place. I'll go back there to visit. Now that I know I can get back. It's very nice.
Yeah.
Thank you, shit. And
The captioner
I'll
said, "Thank
use
you,
the ship back
shit."
when I'm back in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, shit.
Yeah, I can't
Well,
remember
just
what it
water.
is. I want to look it up and I want to use the right name, so I'm sorry, I can't remember what the ship's name was. But it will tell
I'm
you
actively
its name.
digging through our chat to see.
I remember Geek Dice asking. Geek Dice 100% asked, and I gave an answer.
Yep.
It started with an S.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But yeah. Essentially, yeah, the ship grows a little quiet. You get the sense that it's embarrassed. And you have maybe an hour or two to kill. But you are also drenched and stinky.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'll probably want to clean up, but that'll probably just involve diving off into the ocean and coming back up again. So, he's not a super hygiene dude.
Fascinating.
Grew up in alleys, so.
Okay. So,
But he's
yeah.
got a new chapter for his little song that's going to include the ship, so he'll
Aw,
play that back.
I love it. Okay.
And also, let's face it, where we're at right now, diving into the water probably wouldn't be much of a difference.
No, the water is foul here. You have to
Yeah.
remember that. There's like chemical runoff
Oh, that's
in it.
true.
KB would probably be like, I built a
Yeah,
shower.
I'll-
You should use it.
Shower? What's that? Like
You take
a
a
thing?
bucket and you throw it on your
Oh.
head. It's a nice bucket.
Oh, I see. We just call that a bucket where I'm from.
Oh, well,
Fuck bath.
okay. This one has
We'll watch
an
out.
extra handle. I don't know. Shit, KB would say. We
He's got
smash.
some extra clothes he'll put on.
Okay. We smash cut over to Garen. Garen, it is like 5:30 now. The sun is starting to set. There, you see that the horizon is this beautiful crest of like an orange purple as it's beginning to descend into nightfall. Slowly but surely. You have maybe 2 hours left.
He still needs to get an unruly owl bear back home.
Yes. You get the sense that Thornwell has picked up on your impatience. Well, I think impatience is a strong word here. Gets the sense that there's something going on, right? That
Right.
maybe you have somewhere to go, something to do. But she kind of
Yeah,
gestures
if she-
over, and she
Yeah,
says,
if she takes any kind of break, I really do need to take my leave as much as I would like to get to know you more.
I suppose I must also go about my day. Look at the time.
Again, yes. Again, my sincerest apologies. If you let me know how much for the damages to your gate or any more of your property, I will see what I can do to compensate you.
Oh, she puts her teacup down, she stands up, and she dusts her hands. She says, you don't need to worry about that. And with a pull of magic, there's a whoosh in the air, and you hear the iron behind you just groan as it bends into place, and it seals. You are trapped inside of here now. And she gestures over to... gestures over to the owlbear and says, though I will say, a favor is something that a lady might appreciate. Something I might be able to call on in the near future.
Then a favor you shall have.
Excellent. Did you want a bit of an attitude adjustment with your pet here?
No, I think I need to give him more attention and more time off the ship to burn off the energy rather than infrequently.
So be it. And she snaps her fingers, and you see that Barnabas sort of bounces onto the ground harmlessly. He just kind of whips his head up, looks around, looks at you, his tongue lolls out.
Garen will walk over, pet him, and then grab onto the harness. All right, buddy, let's go home. How do we open the gate now?
It doesn't open. And she'll snap her fingers again, and just all of a sudden you are transported, landing on your feet with Barnabas in your hand outside the gate.
Okay. I think KB would really like meeting her. And Garen is gonna set out about leading Barnabas back, holding on to the harness.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me animal handling. Don't worry, if you roll shitty, he's not gonna escape.
Okay.
Okay, 6. But it does take a long time. Finn and Pole. We'll say that it is starting to creep towards night. You can see that the evening is beginning to pass into night now. And the window of being able to tell where Frother's lamp is pointing is closing. You're on the deck of the ship and Garen is not here. Someone mentioned something about Barnabas charging into town. What do you want to do?
Barnabas? Oh, man.
I mean, I kind of knew at some
Barnabas.
point that owlbear was going to run off of the ship and go onto land, but never quite prepared for it. I don't know, Paul. What do you want to do?
Well, it can't be hard to find. It's an owlbear. I never saw another one in town.
We could probably follow tracks, right?
Well, sure, but so can Garen. So what's up with that?
Well, do you think maybe something could have happened? I don't.
Yeah, absolutely. He'd be back by now. He's reliable. We better go look for him.
That's very true. I suppose.
Okay. So you have a choice here. You can try to follow Garen's trail and meet up with him, or you can head over to the lighthouse. I will say that you can't do both. You are running out of time.
I gotta try and find Garen.
Okay.
There's no point going to the lighthouse without him there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because he's the one who's good at noticing things.
Okay. Garen, I need an animal handling check from you. Hold on, before you roll, I'm going to say that you need to be a 12. If you roll an 11 or lower, you're going to miss the window.
All right.
20.
By the way, I'm not looking for him with tracks. I'm trying to find him by asking those kids.
Oh,
those-
good call.
Thieves and pickpockets.
Oh my god.
They know everything that goes on in this.
They know exactly where Garen is. They grab your hand. They begin to lead you and Finn towards deeper into the styes. And they're like, oh yeah, people have been watching all day long. He's been with the wizard. He was having tea with the wizard.
Wizard?
The one that...
That's unusual. He doesn't socialize.
There's a portal to hell, the 9 hells, in her house. She lives in a tower. It's made out of stone. And there's devils. And he's having tea with her.
Oh, yeah?
And there was a bubble.
Bubble tea. That's good.
No,
That sounds amazing.
no, the bubble was...
No.
It was a big bubble, not in the tea.
Oh. Well, all right. Well, let's find him.
Yeah, at this point,
Where's he
basically,
now?
Garen, you come up and you bump into Pole and Finn, surrounded by a throng of children that are regaling the story of what you've been up to, because of course you're the most interesting thing here. And they point,
Right.
They point over at Garen. You see Barnabas is just like tired. He needs a nap. He's just kind of like slowly being drugged by Garen.
All right. Well, I think this is
Good
the
job,
most
kids.
exercise he's gotten in weeks.
Immediately, all of the
So,
children are
I'm going to
super
give-
excited about this owlbear. They're just watching with big eyes.
Do you want to pet him? He's really nice.
Thanks for helping me find him. Yeah.
All of a sudden,
I'm gonna take the giant copper coin. Give it to them.
they each take the copper coin with one hand, and with the other hand, they're all petting Barnabas at the same time. Barnabas is loving it. He's just like shaking into it. He falls down onto his side, and it Garen, it yanks your arm towards the ground from the weight of him. Because he's easily 200 pounds already.
Right.
He's like an enormously large dog, essentially. Yeah, the kids are having a great time. You get the sense that they're not going to stop unless you essentially tell them to go away.
Right. Garen doesn't trust Barnacus to go with them back to the ship, so
That is a terrible idea.
yeah. All right, we need to get back to the ship, kids. Thank you.
Bye, Barnabas. I love you, Barnabas. Barnaby. Ba 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 ba. There's just a herd of very sad children as Garen's just like pulling.
A very tired owl there.
Yeah. So eventually we smash cut. You store Barnabas, and the three of you are running. You are running over towards the lighthouse. And as you get there, Garen, what do your human rogue soldier eyes see? Can you roll me a perception check? Okay.
Ouch. That's a really crappy
15.
roll for Garen.
I imagine that Ozra would be there. Oz would give you guidance. That would be in characters. Go ahead and roll a d4. It might help here. Okay, 18.
18.
Yes. You look out and you peer into the distance, and as you do, you can see that the tip of the lighthouse is pointing over towards a grouping of partially collapsed buildings and what appears to be a walled-off alley point. So it points in the direction of the edge of the skies, actually. You can see that newer buildings and boardwalks have been built on top of it. So it's essentially just a collection of these ramshackle buildings that are gathered and concentrated in one spot. You can see that even though the construction seems newer, it still carries that sort of mildew-ridden, damp, salt-bitten look to it.
It's newly done construction with old materials.
Yeah. So it's not a
Nothing
conventional
stinks.
temple,
No.
but it is a suspicious clustering of buildings.
All right. Let's see what we can see.
Do you want to head over there right now?
I don't know. What do you guys think?
You should recon it. Sneak around, take a look.
All right. That is Garen's specialty.
Are you going alone?
Either of you feel confident you can sneak around with me?
Pretty good at sneaking.
Yeah, I can do pretty well.
Yeah, that's right. It was Arlen that was in the heavy armor.
Azra is also in heavy armor. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, but he has that something from his domain that.
Yeah, there's something that's silent. Yeah, this is the noise.
Okay, hold on. Oh my god, spellcasters have such long character sheets. What you got?
Right.
What do you got? Enhance ability? Okay.
Ability.
Advantage on dexterity checks. Okay, alright. So he can only do it once. I'm gonna assume he does it on himself. Because he's wearing plate armor. Okay, so he'll roll. Alright. I'm gonna need stealth checks from...
We didn't have to wear plate armor.
Yeah.
For the stealth part. Put it on later. We can win.
Oh,
Do you want to take your armor off? Do you want to upcast it? You can tell me what you want here, Tim. Igneal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
two Tims.
Two Tims. We have two Tims in the cast. The armor stays on.
Stays on, okay.
Does anybody need help? No. Okay. Cool. All right.
Paul's gonna use that inspiration that you gave.
Okay.
Ooh.
to get.
I
Advantages.
I gave John inspiration before the stream started
Well deserved.
because he made a funny
Very
joke.
well deserved.
I had it from before too.
Oh,
Other
nice.
thing that I don't remember and I never used this. I'm like, I'm definitely gonna use it.
Yeah.
I'll
Okay.
be fine,
Probably best.
Camille. Don't worry about me. I'll be fine.
All right. So this is a stealth at advantage. Okay, so that's gonna be. Oh, actually, it would be
Oh, man.
normal.
Mhm.
Okay, a 19. All right, cool. All right, so that is going to be a 28 from Garen, a 22 from Finn, a 19 for Asra, and then a 13 from Pole. Okay. Nice. Also guidance. I'm going to say it's too late to call that because I wouldn't know who to throw it on. Okay, it's fine. The group of you are collectively pretty quiet as you're moving through. You see that there are these tall buildings that have been built up on all sides, and you're essentially crawling into what appears to be a man-made valley between these houses. You're trying to avoid suspicion, moving between the shadows of them. And as you do, you can see that this entire area, it is creaking and groaning loudly from these buildings that are essentially on stilts. They're built on top of each other. So it's a very noisy area. It reeks of mildew. It has this very damp, sort of unclean smell, rot that sort of touches your nose here. You can see in the houses that you're moving past, there are people living here. They don't seem to notice you as you're moving from shadow to shadow, but you can see what appears to be dock workers, fishers, sailors, people of all sorts of walks of life here. And you can see that some of them are moving deeper into the valley. So you follow. A tangled wall of apartments and storefronts rise up on either side of a channel of sluggish, tainted water. The structures down near the waterline are empty and desolate, while ramshackle additions built over roofs appear progressively more inhabitable as they rise up into the polluted sky. The overall effect here is like a canyon, and the walls made up from the cross-section of a decaying shanty town rather than stone. You see, up ahead of you is a narrow timber bridge that sags across this channel of water, leading into the back of a crooked alley and what appears to be a partially sunken galley whose structure has been incorporated into these buildings. I'm going to take you over to this map.
Oh, fun.
Oh boy.
So what you see is essentially there is this small bridge that crosses over this disgusting looking water. And on the other side is half of a ship jutting out of this wall. On top of it, you notice that there are a group of people. Can I get perception checks from everybody? It's a 14 from Garen, a 3 from Finn, a 5 from Pole, and I'll roll for Azra. Perception. 18. Okay. Azra whispers to the group of you and says, "Look, over there." He points up at the topmost deck of the ship where you see the inexplicable shape of scum. That tentacled, mucus, viscous-like creature that you became very familiar with in Mr. Dory's warehouse. It appears almost as if the people gathered here are about to partake in a ritual, and they are not looking at any of you just yet. And that is where we're going to end our session for tonight.
Oh.
I saw it coming. Perfect
Yeah, so
cliffhanger.
yeah, I'm like, this is the cliffhanger.
Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Thank you so much to Lucky, hot pretty boy, for being a good
Heck yeah,
boy.
Lucky.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Lucky.
thank you, Lucky. And thank you so much to our wonderful, wonderful cast here. We're going to go around and do some outros. Tell me who you are, where we can find you, and what your favorite part of today's session was. And we'll start with Zombie.
Hello, I'm Jacob. I'm Zombie. I'm Z. I'm 3 names yet to call me. I'm the lore keeper and Captain Z of the Good Ship Clip. I'll probably do too many clips, so that's your own discretion. Favorite part, Lord, I'm kind of torn. So I'll just choose one because I feel like someone will choose the other at some point. So I am a big proponent of shenanigans. And we're gonna have a lot of serious stuff, I think, next session to be like, this serious moment was the thing. I think the whole Barnabas breaking his leash and running away probably was my favorite part of this entire session. Hello, Raiders.
Hi. Barnabas breaking free. Yeah. Let's hand the mic over to Tim real quick. So Tim, we were wondering, what do you think was gonna happen when you let the baby owlbear out of the ship?
Honestly, I was expecting catastrophe. It's kind of been the shtick for him.
Do you feel like your GM delivered with the catastrophe part?
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah. All right,
yeah.
back to Zombie.
Hell yeah. Yeah, so no, that was my favorite part, I think, because I like anytime we deal with like Tully or any like weird stuff, but I think Barnabas just finally, like, after this whole time of this owlbear just being kind of trapped on this ship, just is like, I have a chance to break free. Yes, zoom, and just runs into the city. But yeah, so if you're so inclined, you can follow me on Blue Sky at ZombieFighter89. If you go there, there is a pinned post. In that pinned post is a link to all of the different work that I've done on a Google Doc sheet of all various edits, including stuff for this very channel. I do those works pro bono just because I like to do a little extra. And it keeps my skills sharpened for editing between different projects. If you've enjoyed being here on this channel, and why wouldn't you enjoy being here on this channel? This is a great channel. Go ahead and consider following right here on Twitch TV or TV/StellaLuna. Also over on YouTube. Hi YouTube. Hello. Go ahead and subscribe down below as well and catch all of the cool stuff, including our other game that we have here, Humblewood, which I'm so lucky enough to also be a part of, where I play Leon Breeze, professional wrestler extraordinaire. Yeah. And we're going to be climbing a mountain next time. Do we have enough gear? Who knows? We're going to find out. Yeah. It's been a really fun time playing Humblewood over there. It's been exciting. So, yeah, just if you've come here for any reason, thank you for coming as well. And you're going to find tons of content. There's a show Saturday, I believe, coming up as well. I can let Stella fill more of that in there of Undying Corruption, which has been a really amazing series. Please watch all of it. And all kinds of stuff. I'm just a big fan of Stella, and I'm just very happy to be able to be allowed to be on the little platform here.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yeah, I guess I should plug my own shit sometimes. Yes, on Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, we are going to be running our penultimate episode. So that's going to be the episode before our finale is this weekend, Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Undying Corruption is a Korean 5th edition adventure book where you have Korean mythologies and folklore. And, things have escalated and will continue to escalate all the way into the finale, which is going to be on September 2nd. It's a Tuesday. We're going to be playing at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, and the reason it's on a Tuesday is because that is the day that the Kickstarter is going to launch for the second book of Undying Corruption. It's called The Black Market Guide to Immortality, and it's going to be really, really interesting. There's a lot of cool stuff that's coming out there. But, I'm going to pass it on over to John. Hi.
Hello, I'm John, also known as Antichris, and tonight known as Paul of Avonport. Yeah, I think My favorite part of today's adventure, there are lots of fun things, but I have to give it over just to that little snippet of nerd romance between Ella and Garen. That was a cool little breath to see. We don't see that. We see it slowly simmering, but that was starting to get even. I wouldn't say steamy, but it was warming up. Definitely felt like it was warming.
She grabbed your hand,
That was
bro.
cool.
I know.
She grabbed your hand
Physical
in front of
contact.
everybody.
What?
You got the chef to sip her tea.
I know.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Make sure you check out John's games. John writes awesome games. Head over to endicarus.h.io. The link is in chat. Thank you, thank you. We'll pop.
Yeah, I've got 2 new ones actually.
Yeah,
So
tell us about it. Tell us about it.
new content's coming in. Oh, so I was participating in the one-page RPG jam, and I was started off making this kaiju control and kaiju fighting game where you use your old decks of cards that you don't really play with anymore. And it's a cool game, and it got out of hand, and now it's more than a page long. So I couldn't submit that, so I made up another game quickly called Incarnation that I actually think is going to be really, really cool. I have not yet played this, but I plan to play it at some point. It's a game that you could play with friends who weren't there. You can play it over text. It's a journaling game, but not the typical solo journal. You have to play this one with a couple of friends. But the idea is that you are one person plays a living, breathing, worm person, and everyone else plays their past lives, trying to give hints to them as to what they should do to fulfill the things they didn't get to do when they were alive. It may be good or maybe bad. It's up to the players how it goes. So, and it's all done with no dice or anything. It's basically a word game where you have to collect letters from a journal that the main character is writing to unlock the things that you want them to do. And if you can catch all the letters of the thing you want them to do, then they have to do it. It's not quite as simple as that, but it's pretty close to as simple as that. So definitely try it out. It's pretty fun. I'm looking forward to trying it, and I probably will soon. But my other game, a kaiju game, is also pretty fun, and I'm going to be running it for the very first time. I did a slight, tiny, just 2-person playtest about a month ago, but the rules are getting pretty close to finalized. Soon they'll be formatted and have pictures, but right now it's just a text file on my site at the moment. But I'm going to be running it on Saturday for a bunch of people here in Vancouver. And so if anyone's in Vancouver, I've got one more seat at the table. We play the Vancouver Public Library once a month, doing some kind of game or other. Usually, if we can get them, local game designers or just indie games that we like, people that we Kickstarter or whatever. But yeah, I'm gonna do it this time. So my next few days are gonna be frantically building decks, because this is also a deck building game. So I've got to come up with a bunch of 60 card decks featuring cards from multiple different card games mixed together. And we're going to be dropping them from height as part of the mechanic. We're going to drop cards and see how they land. So it's a little bit like throwing the bones, except instead of bones, we're dropping cards. And I think it'll be fun. We're going to smash all the gigantic monsters before they smash the world.
That's amazing. I love it.
So yeah, check those new games.
Yeah.
Check my old games out. One of my old games was run by Stella, amazingly, super fun. I got to be a player in one of my own games for the first time ever.
Oh my god, it was such a pleasure to run it.
I really enjoyed it.
It was a weird West setting.
And that was Lucky Day Senior's big.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Please check it out. It's over on our YouTube. Yeah. We
on YouTube?
Yes, it should be over on the
link it to my
YouTube.
game.
Yes, please do. Absolutely. That's for you. It was my pleasure to get to run it for you. But yeah, please make sure you check out that link there
Right.
in the chat. Thank you so much. We'll pop on over to
Thanks, Sarah.
Godfather Wraith.
Hi, I'm GodfatherWraith, V_ESG. I pretty much have no social media presence, but you can most of the time find me here in Stella's chat or her Discord. And I'm just a little weirded out about the fact that I just realized my cat is sitting behind me staring at me. So anyway, as far as my favorite part of tonight, there was a lot of good points today throughout the session, but I think my personal favorite was the one line. He doesn't socialize. Perfect descriptor for Garen.
Amazing. Oh my god.
Thank you for that poll.
One of the benefits
You're welcome.
from us having played so many episodes together is I feel like all of you understand the root of your characters, and you're able to say some fucking backwards shit like that, and it's like, yeah, you're right. You're like, yeah, can't argue with that. But that's gonna be it for us. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. We will be back with more Secrets of Saltmarsh on the 10th of August at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time.
September.
September 8? Is that what I said?
10.
September 10 at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Please be there. All right. Have a good night, everybody. Bye.